not gonna lie, I thought that was all clothing, but that was a person sitting up. Did you guys see that? Oh shit. What up everybody, welcome back to a new video. I don't know if you noticed anything different about the bobber today. Oh, you do? Oh, because there's a new fairing on the front, so we're going to talk about that today. So let's get started with today's video. Oh man, this wind sucks. Man, I hope you guys can even hear me, like this wind is insane. So before we get started with today's video, I need to drop off some stickers. So that's a must do before we get started with all this today. First set of stickers are out and away, and make sure they go in there. All right, goodbye. All right, now let's get started with today's video. All right, first things first, let's give you a visual of what this looks like. Oh, look how clean that looks. So clean. Oh, yep. I think it looks pretty sick. So this is the Memphis Shades cafe fairing for the bobber. And but I think it looks sick. Not too big. I didn't want to go overboard with it. But yeah, it looks clean as hell. Like, I was shocked how easy this was to install. Sorry guys, it's a little cold, so I'm a little sniffly. But yeah, I think it goes with the bike pretty good. Good God, dude, this wind! I don't know if you guys can hear it, but damn. Okay, so I picked the cafe style fairing because I think it lines up with the bike the best. I think I was originally going to go with the Memphis Shades gauntlet, but it was a little big. It would have made the front end look massive, and then the rest of the bike like more sleek and narrow. And I know what you guys are thinking. You're like, why did you get a bobber and then slap this on the front? I just wanted to add my own little flair to it, you know? I think it looks really cool, and Grim likes to, and I like to, hit the highway. And honestly guys, this bike with no fairing in the front, it really gives you a workout. You know, you're going 75, 80 miles an hour sometimes, and it's like you're getting pulled off the back of the bike because you're just getting all this wind all in your chest, and it really sucks. So the cool thing is with this fairing is it pushes it up and over, so it keeps it off my chest. And I don't know, like, I feel it more in the head a little bit, which is way more bearable. Way more bearable than before. Like right here in my arms. After an hour on the highway, damn. It would just be, it was a workout. It would be sore. It'd be all hard to pull in the clutch. You're all, because you're all like worn out. So I think it goes with the lines of this bike really well. I like the fact that it's one piece, so it's way more durable. I've heard some kind of horror stories with the one that Indian makes, and I feel like this is better quality. It is a little bit more pricey. And if you guys are thinking about ordering it, I recommend going through Memphis Shades. I don't think you're going to save much money, but they put what you need on there, you know. So they say recommended or needed this part, because it doesn't come all together. You got to get them separately. I was trying to save some cash, and I'm glad I didn't, because some of the places were just the fairing. So I would have had just the fairing and none of the hardware. So at least this way, it told me that I needed the turning signal relocation kit, because you have to move it down a little bit. And I got the option going with them that the mounting hardware I could get in black instead of just silver. So these were things I didn't know I needed. It had a, I think it was a headlight spacer, just in case you needed that, you know. So I recommend going through Memphis Shades. It's really not going to save you much. I think I spent around 400 bucks, and I think it took about a week and a half to get here. So it actually came super quick for what I was expecting. I didn't know if it was going to be like made to order or not, so I expected a much longer wait. And I got it around the holidays, so yeah. You know how that nightmare was. And the fairing only comes in one color because it's optional for you to get it painted after if you wanted to match like your bike color scheme, which I thought was pretty cool. And honestly, for the one for Indian, you have to buy almost the same thing. Like it's $100 and something for the fairing, right, from Indian, and then you still have to pay for the hardware. So I think the hardware is like $60 more than the actual fairing. So I was like, huh. But I don't know. I've heard some horror stories. I don't know. I've never owned it, so I can't really bash it. But honestly, Memphis Shades has such great reviews when it comes to their fairings that I just went with the one that made more sense. And I believe that this one is a tiny bit bigger than the one you actually get from Indian. And I know like Harley makes their own too, like this, but I don't know. You have more options through Memphis Shades too, like if you want to get a bigger version. And one of the things I also like that it was an option, or not an option, but it gives you the option with Memphis Shades is this is a detachable fairing. So if I don't want it on, like I said, let's say that I'm just going to do a short ride and I don't want it on there for whatever reason, I can take it off. So it's cool having that option that it's got a quick detach and it pulls right off. Yeah, so having the option to remove this whenever I want is pretty sick. I don't like how bare it is here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's like, it's just like a wrap that all the wires are sitting in. And I believe that Indian makes like a plate cover for that, so you can kind of clean up the wires a little bit. I've seen other people online with it, so I'm just gonna, I can't today because, you know, all the dealerships are closed on Sunday, but I do want to go down there and see how much that's gonna run me. But it's kind of cool because it puts, it just says Indian on it, and it's just a plate, and it just hides the wires. It makes it look more clean because you can see that from the other side of the bike, so from the front of it. So I wasn't digging that too much. But besides that, that's my only complaint. Yeah, but I'm really excited to hit the road now and not feel like I'm getting ripped off the bike for however long I'm on the freeway. And so far I've taken it on a few runs, like quick runs on the freeway, and it absolutely game-changing. I was more than excited, you know, because I was worried that it wasn't going to be big enough, you know, and I wasted my money and whatnot. But so far we are looking good. Like right now I'm going 40, I think it's 45 through here, and I can feel it around my neck. That's where I feel it with, not really on my chest, just my neck, which is actually really nice. Yeah, so as of right now, I'm just loving it. The hardest part I think about the install was lining up. It's these clamps that go on your front forks. Lining them up to mount it is probably the biggest pain in the butt. Yeah, just making sure they're all the same height. Like it tells you a measurement, but it's still kind of off, I guess. I don't know. The instructions are pretty straightforward, so you know that was probably the hardest part. And I didn't realize, which made this like 3 times easier, is the stock headlight, which I have on here, has like rubber around it. I guess that helps seal in the original fairing that sits on front, or the housing. I guess the housing cover for the light. You have to take that off because it doesn't work. I was all sitting there like fighting with it, and I was like, oh yeah, it's so much easier if this comes off. Yeah, but I think it goes with the style of bike the best in my eyes. You know, I know bobbers are supposed to look, you know, pretty bare bones, but I don't know. I like it. I like the way it looks. It's different. You know, I don't mind being a little different at times. Yeah, so as of right now, I feel that it was worth every penny that I spent on it. I like the way it looks. I like the fact that it can come off and go back on instantly. You know, I don't have to unscrew anything or nothing like that. It's just 2 clips. You pop them, you pull it off, you throw it back in, clip it down, you're on your way. You know, I like the fact that you can color it. I like the fact that it's one piece. I don't know, I think for what you pay, it's all the bang for your buck right there. What made me pick to get a front fairing? One of the videos that we had made, we were doing a review video on a bike. This is the one I was talking about last week where the mic got unplugged and it was kind of a shit show. He let me jump on his bike and he has that new fairing on there, and his is much bigger than this. Like, don't get me wrong, much bigger than this, but it fits his bike better. That felt amazing. Like, I got on it, I cruised it, and I was like, oh god, I want this, you know? So I just went home and ordered me something that I probably shouldn't have, but you know what, I'm loving this right now. I love the fact that I'm not fighting to stay on the bike. You know, I think without it, the bike still looks dope. I am super excited I have this on here. It sucked a little bit, especially I got this bike to go further out, and I can do that now, which is super exciting. Yeah, so I'll do an update video later on, you know, after traveling with it for a longer period of time, but as of right now, I am absolutely loving it. It really is a good add-on. I mean, it looks good and it does the job that it needs to do, so, you know, you can't go wrong with that. You really can't. Alright everybody, I'm going to end today's video here. I just wanted to give you a quick little review video on what I thought about it so far. But I will make an update video further down the line when I've had more seat time with it, when I've done longer trips. But as of right now, I'm absolutely loving it. I like the way it looks. It does an amazing job of what I wanted it to do. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. As always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.